It's still the best way to kick off your holiday season, just a little differently. Hi, I'm Maureen Russell Hodson, and this is Springboro Here and There. We are here with Doug Buchy, who is a member of the Christmas in Springboro Festival Committee.
Correct.
And we're talking kind of sort of about Christmas in Springboro, but it's a little bit different. It's the 12 days of Christmas in Springboro.
It's different, as you can tell by the shirt. Instead of doing our traditional 3-day festival because of all the COVID
I was going to say, something called COVID
stepped in and caused all this consternation, and we just can't meet all the mandates because of the openness of the venue. So what we did was, as a committee, said we have 3 charities that we have to take care of. The Springboro Community Assistance Center, the Franklin Food Pantry, and Operation Santa through the police department. And so we decided that we can't just not do something. So we came up with this new concept called the 12 Days of Christmas. And it starts on November 11th and goes till November 22nd, which is the traditional end date of the festival. And so there's all kinds of events going on from those 2 weeks that are going to involve the entire community.
Well, let's review those, because a passport is very important in order to take part in that, right?
Yes, you must get your passport. You can buy your passport for $1, and it's at the PAC, which is the Performing Arts Center, actually the Chamber of Commerce office. And the reason why you want to do that is because that dollar goes to the charities.
Right. So you are making a donation right away.
Making a donation right away. And then what you do is you take that passport and you go to the 5 sponsoring organizations, which is in order: Crooked Handle, Mr. Burroughs Tavern, Warped Wing, The Barrel, and then Heather's. And so if you go to 3 of those 5 in those
over those 12 days, right?
You get to enter into the grand prize drawing, and this year the grand prize is a 65-inch 4K UHD TV.
Everybody would love to have Santa bring that under your tree, right?
Yeah, and you get a $600 shopping spree on the main.
Oh, that's the full grand prize.
That's the full grand prize.
So amazing.
Now, if you go to 4, you get 2 entries, and if you go to all 5 and get the stamps, you get 3 entries. Of course, you have to buy something there.
Yeah.
And what we're recommending, one of the neat things that's going to happen is Warped Wing and Crooked Handle have gone together, and they're making a special Christmas in Springboro brew for that 2-week period.
Wow.
And so at those 5 venues, you can buy a pint, and every pint you buy, another $1 goes back to the charities.
That's terrific.
We're trying to get at least $10,000 for the charities this year. So that'll be a lot of fun. So you get to go and experience a special brew.
Well, and that's something that's certainly worth going into all of those places, but we love you to shop and support local, and they're all terrific establishments.
Oh, absolutely.
And they'll be socially distanced as well.
Exactly, because we've got them all over the town instead of just here.
Yeah.
But then we also care about our retail shops here on the main. So 2 things are going on down here that's important. First, we're having a children's Santa scavenger hunt. And that also has a passport, but it's free. Okay. And the kids are going to go all around Main Street on the scavenger hunt, getting answers to their questions. And when they're done, they're going to turn in their passport, which gets their parents entered for the annual wreath that we always raffled off down in the children's tent, which we, of course, won't have this year. But it's a children's event. Plus, each child gets a craft kit, because they usually would do crafts.
Right, yeah.
Well, now they get a craft kit that they can take home and do.
Okay, and you can download the children's passport, right?
You can download the children's passport, yes, and I highly recommend it. And it's going to also involve some of the retail shops. They're going to have special Santa stickers, and there's going to be all kinds of neat things for the kids to do.
Now, if you decide that you want to hit all of these establishments at one time, transportation is provided over the weekend, right?
The last weekend, which would be the traditional festival weekend, there are going to be buses that are going to go rotating through those 5 locations, so you can hop on the bus and get to any one of them, and that will be going for this entire time that we have the event going on.
Let's talk about the sponsors, because they are so important to this event.
Absolutely. Well, first off, our presenting sponsor is Rain Realty, Nikki Gulick. She stepped forward right away and said, I want to be the presenting sponsor. And in fact, if I turn,
thank you for modeling.
You can see these are who the sponsors are. The 5 venues, plus Nikki, and also Southwest Church. They're coordinating the entire children's scavenger hunt. And so there's a lot of people coming forward on this. Big deal.
Yeah, because it's such an important part of not only the holidays, but it's a tradition for a lot of people here in Springboro.
And people are tired of being cooped up.
Yeah.
And so it's time to get out and have some fun in a socially distanced and safe manner, and this is going to happen. And then to culminate all this, recently, all of the retailer shops came together and said, hey, we want to add on to this.
Right.
So they're going to do an event called Christmas on the Main, and that's going to be on the Friday and Saturday of what would be traditionally our festival. And they're going to have food trucks here.
Yeah.
They're going to have some vendors, other vendors.
Pop-up vendors, entertainment.
Entertainment's going to be right here
Yeah.
at the Rotary Park gazebo. They're going to have some of the choirs sing. They're going to have a lot of the musicians from that music place perform here. So you'll still get a performance tent. It's just going to be outdoors here at the Rotary Park at the gazebo. So other than not having a parade, this is going to be pretty close to what it really normally is.
Yeah, it's has a lot of the things that people love sprinkled throughout the
Yes.
12 days. So that's really helpful for folks to know that you're going to be socially distanced, you're going to be safe, but you're still going to be able to get all of the wonderful elements of Christmas in Springboro.
Exactly, and as you can see, the lights are already set up here, and we'll be lighting them off right before the 11th. So the Rotary Park will be lit up like it's Christmas from the get-go.
Yay! So where should we go for more information?
So you can go to our website, springborofestivals.org, and find all the information about what's going on with our venue. And I forgot to mention, we have a virtual 5K also running.
Okay.
So that's so we didn't forget the runners.
Yeah.
They're going to be able to do that. They're signing up now. And you can also get t-shirts and
Spirit wear.
Spirit wear from 937 Inc., who's another sponsor. So that's what's going on. But yeah, springborofestivals.org.
And let's talk real quickly about the volunteers, because this is a nonprofit organization, and really you're all together for these charities, but volunteers are who make it go.
The volunteers, we have a committee of about 14 of us that do this every year. Each one of us have a different section that we're in charge of, and we coordinate, but it's all 100% volunteer. We're a 503c. So everything we make over and above the cost of putting on the festivals or the events goes to our charity.
Right, goes right back to our community.
Absolutely.
So that's wonderful. Well, Doug, thank you so much for all that you're doing and for keeping the Christmas spirit alive here in downtown.
Oh, what can I say? And don't forget, 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah, and for more information, you can visit springborofestivals.org, or you can always visit our website, ci.springboro.oh.us. We'll see you at 12 Days of Christmas.